When most people think about what it looks like to hate yourself, they probably think about that kind of evil internal dialogue that we have that tells us how shit we are. But I think hating yourself looks a lot more like so yeah, we all have things that we struggle with, demons that we're fighting, usually in the form of these modern addictions. Drugs, scrolling on social media, video games, to name a few. But what if I told you that you're probably not actually addicted to these things? One sec, let me explain. So we all have patterns of behavior. Like we all do things that we kind of just do almost subconsciously. And a lot of the time, these patterns are developed and learned in our childhood, where we learn that an action or feeling that we don't like should be met with a reaction to keep us safe. So take me for example, my biggest vice has been gaming. And this is something that I know for a fact was developed in my childhood. Because I've gone through states in the past where I was just completely down bad, like addicted completely, where I literally couldn't stop myself from just spending hours every day staring at a screen, playing games all day. To the point where I literally sabotaged my life. I sabotaged my relationships, my career almost, my friendships, and just everything, just so I could spend some more time gaming. Your boy's not proud of you, I'm not proud of it. But it's true, it's a fact. Your boy was absolutely good. However, I've been able to beat this addiction, and it's not just through willpower. It was understanding why I developed it in the first place. And for me, it came down to trying to remember why I started playing video games in the first place. And this is when I triggered like a memory that I probably had buried deep within my psyche for a long time. And that was a memory I had from when I was a kid. I think I was like sitting on the sofa in this very room, which is pretty weird. And I was playing like Nintendo 64 with my sister. And I remember just feeling like an aura behind me. It was my dad. And he was on the phone, like shouting about something. And I think me and my sister were being loud, of course, as kids are when they're playing video games. And he didn't like that. And he decided to, shut us up by doing something that he referred to as a conk. For any Nigerians out there, you probably know what this is. This is literally where they get their middle finger like that, knuckle bit right there, and just hit you right on the head. And I remember, I probably shouldn't laugh about this. This is not funny. This is literally hard to explain. Yeah, I literally remembered like it happened. We were both just like crying, and to stop us from crying, we just kind of picked the controllers up, almost like instinctively, and just started playing again. Like, yeah, it was. I think that is where this kind of understanding that, when things are scary or when bad things are happening around you, you can use video games as a medium to escape. And that's something that stayed with me for a long time. Because it dawned on me that gaming had become an escape from my reality. And it was a coping mechanism that I abused when I felt, things like fear, discomfort, rejection, and kind of basically almost any negativity in my life. I would kind of just be like, okay, I had a shit day today. I'm just gonna play games for hours. Like that helps, but yeah. And your story may not be, as harsh as mine or as crazy as mine, but I guarantee there are some parallels. You probably use whatever vice that you do, whether that's gaming, drugs, or whatever it may be, to escape your current reality. You get triggered by something in your life, and your brain copes by doing what it's used to, which is disassociating. So you get triggered by an event or a feeling, and you kind of almost go into autopilot and start doing whatever it is that your vice is to kind of escape your reality. And when you become more aware that you're doing this, you can finally literally see it all the time. And not just in yourself, but in the people around you. But the one thing I would say that, once you do realize, why you do certain things, it's very easy to be like, okay, and, start resenting yourself for it and start hating yourself almost for it and kind of, wanting to kind of almost destroy that part of you. It's very tempting to do that. But you'd be wrong to do that. Because once you realize why you have these addictions and these vices, that is when you then need to pour into yourself and, give that inner child that is afraid, that feels, rejected. This is the time you should give love to them and understanding. The understanding and love that they deserve to have that they probably weren't given. Because your inner child is just doing what it feels like it needs to do to survive and stay safe. Because that is what has worked for it so far. So it's really important to try and understand your inner child's perspective, why they do what they do. I honestly understand why they do it. Because it's only then by having understanding of the different perspectives that you can actually start to go somewhere and make changes. Because by seeing your inner self as an enemy, there's part of you that wants to hide basically when you want to be seen by the world and you want to do so much in your life, but there's a part of you that doesn't want that. Instead of just, trying to kill it and, remove it completely, you need to just understand it more. Take some time to delve into that part of your brain, why am I scared of certain things? And why do I go to these things to try and escape? What am I so afraid of? Because the goal is to eventually make peace with yourself, not to try and destroy that part of yourself. Because most people never heal from, that inner child wound that they have. Instead, they just carry it around with them, and now they think that is just who they are. When really, this part of them that is, addicted to whatever escapism of their choice isn't actually working against them. It's trying to protect them, but they never take time to, give it the time of day to understand it. So if that was relatable for you at all, I do suggest you do some research into like parenting styles and how they affect children, and probably look into shadow work too. And if you did like the video, remember to subscribe, because if I'm being honest, we pretty chill around here. We're just trying to help people, help each other, trying to link and build, all that kind of stuff. So if that's what you're about, you're in the right place. Without further ado, I'll say goodbye to you. See you later. Mwah.
Are you seriously watching Pierce all by yourself again? Well, you might as well subscribe then.